Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Don't miss Boston Store's 3-day clearance sale, Thursday, January 15th through Saturday, January 17th. Find great items at great prices. Buy, Pick, and Save, proud sponsor of the Preps Plus highlights. Time Warner Cable. Order the All the Best package, 3 great services on one simple bill at one low price. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. By Lackey & Joy's, with locations in downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon, and celebrating the holidays at Mayfair Mall. And by Realty Executive, where the experts are.
We're at Tulsa East High School, home of the defending state basketball champions. Hi, I'm your host, Gary Howard, and welcome to Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. We're very happy to be here at Tulsa East, where the Red Raiders are putting together another fine campaign. We'll see all the boys in action in just a few moments. But we'll start this week's show off in the pool with a diver who soars to new heights each time he knifes into the water. Brad Preda, my main man, introduces us to our Boston Store featured student athlete.
Cedarburg's Will Matei doesn't need much warm-up at the start of practice. When he steps aboard the diving board, Will soars through the air from his very first dive.
It's kind of like an extreme sport that I can do. It gives me a little bit of a rush, but at the same time, it's like a sport I can compete with the school. It's a sport I can do through college.
Will Matei will definitely have that chance. Will, who says inward dives like this are his favorites, captured the WIAA Division II state championship last year. And his score at state would have earned him the D1 title by a wide margin.
He's an all-around diver. He can spin good, he can twist good, and his entries have gotten better throughout last year and this year as far as going into water cleaner without any splash.
Matei is surrounded by talented divers. Mike Zeddy's finished 14th at state last year, while Nick Kuznasik placed 8th. Their performances helped Cedarburg to a runner-up team finish at state. The Bulldogs are joined in practice by the divers from Grafton and Port Washington. Port's Brandon Whitty placed 6th at state last year. All the guys inspire each other to get better.
It's fun coming out and kind of competing with everybody every day, even whether if it's at like practice or if it's at a meet.
The competition between the individuals within the team here is bonus. Everybody wants to try to be better, and then seeing Will, the other guys, they get to see what it takes to be the best, and they strive to be better themselves.
As you might have noticed, these guys are definitely willing to push the limits on the board. Watch over the coach's shoulder for a new dive, the front single strip. Now don't worry, he had a Speedo on underneath.
To the average observer, Will's dives look pretty good, but it's still early in the season, and his coach says that Will is just now rounding into form. He hopes that Will peaks at the perfect time like he did last season.
Will's score of 465 points at the UW Natatorium beat the runner-up, Mitchell Spaeth of Plymouth, by more than 40 points.
That was his best performance of the season, and I was happy to see it at state. This year we're hopefully going to improve on that score and take another title home.
I know I can do it. I know I'm capable of doing it, and I'm just going to try my hardest to do it again.
Will hopes his next feat is breaking Cedarburg's school record of 5:17. Dives like this tricky front 2.5 tuck could help him achieve that. But Will says school records and state titles don't dominate his thoughts. This high-flying diver simply keeps on doing what he loves.
Will has had contact with Penn State and Minnesota in addition to UW-Milwaukee as he weighs his options for the future. The guys from Cedarburg, Grafton, and Port Washington all gather round as Coach Dennis Hubert presents Will with our featured student athlete plaque, courtesy of Boston Store.
Way to go.
Alone, I can do nothing. Alone, there are no passes to catch, no touchdowns to score, no victories.
Alone, Angie could not learn new skills, get a job, or experience the dignity that comes from work.
But with a strong team, you can succeed. And with a caring organization that supports and believes in you, anything is possible.
I never come wrong.
Together, we can all win.
What does it take to combat the various forms of cancer? Our patients know. It takes specialists that focus on specific cancer types. It takes an academic medical center like Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Less than 2% of America's hospitals are academic medical centers. They're rare, which is why our patients know we're the smart choice for cancer care. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice in cancer care, it's academic.
Chip, Chairman?
Approved. Every Roundy's product is approved for quality and signed by Chairman Bob himself.
Approved.
Roundy's, exclusively at Pick and Save.
Thank you.
Once again, Tulsa East has one of the state's top-ranked basketball teams, and the same can be said about Milwaukee, Washington. We'll catch the Purgolders in city conference play as we rock and roll the Pick and Save action reel.
5-0 Milwaukee Marshall enters as the highest scoring team in the area at 82.5 points a game. But tonight comes a true test in their conference opener as they take on Washington. Now the Purgolders last season, a perfect 12-0 in the city. Oh, and by the way, they have the second best offense this year. Both offenses would struggle early, but Washington started a trend on Friday. Terry Taylor looking to set up the high-flying Anton Bird, the first but certainly not the last alley-oop. 10-9 Purgolders after one. In the second, Marshall is happy-go-Jackie with this sequence. Anstead Bratchett soaring in to swat it off the board. Back the other way, Markelli looks for Eric Allison, and that's how you do it, son. Oh, and in case you still weren't sure how you execute the alley-oop, study the best one of the night. London Love sets up Al Freeman Flowers, a splendid display of athleticism. 25-21 Marshall at the half. It seemed as though Marshall seized control in the third. Love committing the 10-22, takes his money on the run to the other end. It's a 9-point edge. Then Chauncey Williams implements the perfect step-back three. Oh, man, no way to stop it, kids. Eagles up 11, they lead by 8 after 3. But in the fourth, Washington storms back from a 12-point deficit. Bird brings out the 6-spin move. Soft touch is good. Next possession off the miss, Jonathan Daddy Macklin cleans up with the force of his right hand. The deficit is 4. 5 seconds left, down 2. Purgolders go to Dominique Williams. He gets it to go off glass, and we're tied at 52, inducing overtime. Marshall had a 1-point lead early in the extra frame, but the big boy Williams muscles up again, and Washington would never look back. A 7-2 run helps the Purgolders to a 66-59 victory. They're now 8-0 overall, 2-0 in the city.
Now for some girls hoops, it's once beaten Grafton, trying to keep it that way. They visit Cedarburg in the early game of a girls and boys doubleheader. Grafton gets off to a strong start. On the missed free throw, Sarah Eichler gets the long rebound and the short bucket, 2 of her game-high 19. Next trip, Hillary Wellnitz finds 6'1" junior Miranda Tyler for the easy bucket. The Blackhawks take an 8-2 lead after 1 quarter. Coach Bob Mirande's team has been dominant this season, except for a 1-point loss to Homestead. Second quarter, nice passing. Abby Benshavel to Sarah Eichler. The UW Green Bay recruit turns it into a 3-point play. Closing seconds of the half now, Liz Neary takes the inbounds pass, then decides to launch the 3. She hits it, but the Bulldogs still trail by 5 at intermission. Cedarburg just couldn't muster much against the Blackhawks defense. Off the turnover, Sarah Eichler will go the distance. It's another 3-point play, Grafton by 10. The lead gets larger when Hillary Health and Wellnitz collects 3 on the long ball. Cedarburg stems the tide briefly on this rocket pass from Lindsey Hammond to sophomore Kelly Dodens. But that would be the Bulldogs' only basket of the quarter. Grafton stays hot. Mary Callis has the open 3. She knocks it down. The Blackhawks go on to win 49-23, improving to 9-1 on the season.
While Tulsa East has received a great deal of publicity this season, Brookfield Central has quietly gone about the business of playing solid basketball as well. These Greater Metro Conference rivals square off in the Time Warner Cable Big Game.
To the victors go the spoils, like a state championship banner hanging up here in the gym, as well as a new mascot. But even Captain Red knows that one thing hasn't changed here, right, Captain Red? That's the Red Raiders winning ways.
Brookfield Central came in one game back of the Red Raiders and Sussex Hamilton in the Greater Metro Conference. Tosa East takes command early. Vinny Ingrilli drives, then stops and drops 2 of his 11 points. Moments later, Eric Williams drives baseline on the other side. He scores 2 of his 11 and voices his pleasure as Brookfield Central takes an early timeout. The Lancers had just one weapon in the first quarter. John Winius crashing the boards. He scored all 10 of Central's points in the period. Tosa East has a slew of weapons. Barrett Powell on the boards, 2 plus the foul. He was one of 10 Red Raiders to score in the game. Kevin Hines wants the Lancers to catch up. The zesty pass to Mitch Abrahamian results in 2 and the foul. Central is within 3. Wait, did somebody say 3? Larry Bradley, the transfer from Vincent, comes off the bench to hit the trifecta. Just a few ticks later, it's Larry Bradley again. Tosa East leads by 5. Next possession, opposite corner, got to get a hand in his face. 3 straight threes for Bradley. Momentum to Tosa East, and Central needs to talk it over again. Third quarter, the Red Raiders pulling away. Eric Williams into the lane, elevating to extend the lead to 13. Next trip, it's Keandre Golston penetrating. He'll stop, spin, and shoot. No, he'll pass to Fraser Ryland for the easy hoop. East is just heating up. Next time up the court, Eric Neal will stand tall. He buries the 3, extending that advantage to 18. Seconds later, the defense triggers the offense. Where will Larry Bradley go with it? Whoop! To Keandre Golston. A true highlight reel play. In fact, another look is in order. The Red Raiders outscore Central 19-4 in the third quarter on their way to a 63-40 victory. They remain tied with Sussex Hamilton atop the conference.
We played as a team. You know, everything we did was just team-oriented. You know, we passed the ball well, we played defense a lot, so everything was just real strong. We're finally coming together.
There's a young basketball player on the Whitefish Bay Dominican basketball team, and his story is so compelling. Art Kabalowski, the prep editor at the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, chronicled this story, and you can check it out at the Preps Plus website at jsonline.com. Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's high school sports show, will be right back.
Button hook 7 slant right. Check, check. Red jet cross 9 on 3. If these mean anything to you, it means you're a real football fan. But are you watching it like a pro? Get HD service with digital cable from Time Warner Cable and catch the games you want to see in beautiful HD. Football in free HD. That's right, I said free. Satellite wants to charge you over $100 a year for the HD programming we offer for free. Make the winning play. Switch to Time Warner Cable today for this great deal. It's a big win at home. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
So hard.
Alone, I can do nothing. Alone, there are no passes to catch, no touchdowns to score, no victories.
Alone, Angie could not learn new skills, get a job, or experience the dignity that comes from work.
But with a strong team, you can succeed. And with a caring organization that supports and believes in you, anything is possible.
I never go wrong.
Together, we can all win.
This one?
No. That one. Approved.
Every Roundy's product is approved for quality and signed by Chairman Bob himself.
Approved.
Roundy's, exclusively at Pick and Save.
Thank you.
youth is being served on the girls' basketball team at Kenosha St. Joseph's, but senior leadership has set the table so far, as you'll see in this week's Press Pass.
It took all of 3 games for Kenosha St. Joseph to match their victory total from all of last season. In fact, the Lancers started this season with a 7-game winning streak.
It's real fun. I haven't really been a part of something like this, so I mean, it's really nice to start winning and everything.
A young team with a new coach certainly hoped for improvement this year, but the girls weren't expecting this strong of a start.
Not at all. From our past years, we were not good at all, so this is really unexpected, but in a good way.
There are a number of reasons for the Lancers' success. Having a 6'1" post player has helped, but the biggest factor has been the play of Erin Higgins. Check out Erin's point totals in the first 8 games this season. She scored 30 or more in half of them. Higgins even scored 6 points in the final 3 seconds against Racine Park to give the Lancers a dramatic 1-point victory.
She just leads the whole team and sets the example for all of us to follow. And definitely, since we have such a young team, that's definitely what we need.
Having the influence of Erin, and all of our senior captains, they're just amazing, and it just really helps the underclassmen develop their skills that we're going to need in the next coming years.
Higgins, who missed the end of last season due to an injury, has a scholarship to play at the University of Illinois, Chicago.
Obviously, it's going to be a lot more difficult, a lot more fast-paced. So, I mean, right now, my rehab's 100%, but where I was from last year, I still got to get a lot quicker and a lot better for college.
Right now, Erin and her teammates have a chance to compete for a conference title. The Lancers were picked to finish near the bottom of the league, but Coach Brendan Plow informed the girls that they, and no one else, could determine their fate.
He put it on a board and put an arrow, and he said that it was our decision to make.
We knew what the perception was about St. Joe's, and we knew we had a lot of work to do. So it's kind of a stepping stone to say, hey, we're predicted 8th right now out of a conference of 9 teams, and it's up to us to change it.
This past week, the Mukwonago girls basketball team reached double digits in victories without a single defeat. Sounds like these ladies are worthy of being named our Realty Executives Team of the Week.
Some people in basketball circles forecasted a drop in performance for Mukwonago, but after 10 wins without a loss to open the new campaign, the squad is living up to their own expectations while dismissing the doubters.
A lot of us had a lot of faith. Most of the girls on the team had a lot of faith in us that this could be a great year and possibly make it to state, hopefully.
Mukwonago hasn't finished lower than 3rd in the tough Classic 8 since 2003, earning the title in 2005. And while winning conference again would be sweet, that's only a landmark on the way to the top.
Before every game, Coach writes on the board like a big hill and shows where we're at right now and shows where we want to be at the end of the season, and it's always stayed.
Despite a lack of height, the Indians may have the formula to make a run. With the help of pressure defense and some dangerous outside shooters, Mukwonago sat 5th in scoring after 10 games, with 4 different players averaging better than 9 points a contest.
This year we've been playing really well as a team, and if one person's having an off game, another kind of picks up for them.
We just work a lot harder in practice, and we run a lot of sprints, so we've been able to out-hustle every team that we've played, and our defense has really stepped it up.
While the girls are aware of their undefeated run, it's not their identity. They know teams don't win a game based on their record.
It comes up a certain amount of times that we haven't lost, but every game that we just take one game at a time and we forget about our record.
Barb and Kent Breitenfeld of Realty Executives Integrity present our Team of the Week plaque.
What does it take to become a leader in the treatment of neurological disorders? Our patients know. It takes the nation's leading specialists and a state-of-the-art neurosciences center. It takes an academic medical center like Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Less than 2% of America's hospitals are academic medical centers. They're rare, which is why our patients know we're the smart choice for neurological care. Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
Okay, you're watching television, but you could be watching HD TV. When you get free HD service with digital cable from Time Warner Cable, your TV picture jumps right off the screen. Every detail comes to amazing life. Satellite wants to charge you over $100 a year for HD programming we offer for free. We've got comedies, dramas, sports, all there and all looking better than ever. Right now, you can get HD service for one truly attractive price. Now this is the TV you really want to see. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Alone, I can do nothing. Alone, there are no passes to catch, no touchdowns to score, no victories.
Alone, I could no longer prepare meals or stay in my home and remain independent.
But with a strong team, you can succeed. And with a caring organization that supports and believes in you, anything is possible.
Home-delivered meals from Goodwill brighten my day.
Together, we can all win.
Did you know that what you eat after a game is just as important as before the game? Hello, I'm Kimberly Kane. Joining us now is Tracy Brand, a registered dietitian here at Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Tracy, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Talk about the importance of eating well before and after the game.
A proper sports diet can help you improve your performance, have more energy, and recover faster. Before your event, you want to increase your carbohydrates in your diet 1 to 2 days before. After your event, you want to have high carbs and higher protein within 2 hours of your event.
And you've brought some things to show us, beverages.
Yeah, and just to show a little bit of the sugar content, I get a lot of questions on soda and Gatorade content with sugar. Obviously, soda has a lot of sugar, but so does Gatorade.
Right, which many people may not realize.
That's right. And what you want to do is limit some of these things, especially the sodas and things, the refined sugars can increase your glycogen stores too fast and actually have you muscle fatigue faster. So you don't want to have too much sugar in your diet.
Okay. Tracy, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about the Sports Medicine Center at Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin, go online to frederick.com/sports.
The Waukesha Co-op gymnastics program has been a force in recent years. Can they continue that dominance this season? Super smooth Tim Newman tries to find that answer in the Lackey and Joy Spotlight.
The term dynasty is generally saved for professional sports, not high school athletics, and especially gymnastics. But no other term in the sports lexicon could describe the Waukesha team any better. Since 1999, the co-op squad has won a record 7 state championships, all in Division I. Last season, capturing their 3rd straight crown, matching their three-peat from 99 to 2001. But of all the title runs, the pressure to come out on top may have been the greatest last year.
We had been undefeated up to that point in time, and we had a lot of people watching us, and it was a lot of pressure, but we came through, and it was a lot of fun.
I think the pressure all came from the varsity team last year. Most of them were seniors, and so a lot of them just wanted to have the same feeling they had the year before, and they knew they could do it, and they really worked hard for it, and it paid off.
They followed the original model, solid leadership and exceptional skills.
We have awesome coaches, and they always help us through all the hard times that we have, like in gymnastics, whether it be with skills or anything. And
We have had a lot of talented girls, and determination is pretty much a big thing on the team. I think we all work really, really hard.
But to finish in first or second place in 9 of the last 11 seasons, the girls have also had to keep their egos in check and avoid complacency.
We always worked hard, and we never got too overconfident. We always kept working hard and doing our best no matter what.
This year, however, tells a much different story. A slew of potential gymnasts stuck with YMCA programs or clubs instead of joining the high school group. Now the girls are focusing all their efforts on creating the perfect storm of skills and routines, even though they're shorthanded. While the ebb and flow of athletics may have caught up with Waukesha this season, at least numbers-wise, making their 4th straight championship a long shot, the girls are hoping that the rest of their competition looks past them, because they know they still have the talent and heart to battle every night.
After this break, we added a lot of difficulty and stuff into our teams, and I think that we could contend in the top teams this year, I think.
Now with such a small group, the team side of their sport has taken the forefront, making the girls' relationships and camaraderie a vital part of the team's accomplishments.
On this team, especially this year, it's huge. We go into meets and we're not as nervous just because we are out there solely to have fun. We're really very close.
And the ladies have also grown accustomed to their fans, who, by all accounts, are still there for the team through thick and thin.
I get really excited and happy when people come and watch, and you get more of an adrenaline rush, and you like competing when there's people watching you.
We've had a lot of fans over the years, and people love watching our sport, and I guess they think it's really interesting, and it's awesome having so many people support us.
That's a wrap for this week's episode of Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's high school sports show. Special shout out to the Tulsa East Red Raiders, defending state champs, right, fellas? Yeah. Be sure to join us again next week. Same Preps Plus time, same Preps Plus channel. Until then, I'm Gary Howard. Peace.
The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Don't miss Boston Store's 3-day clearance sale, Thursday, January 15th through Saturday, January 17th. Find great items at great prices. Buy, Pick, and Save, proud sponsor of the Preps Plus highlights. Time Warner Cable. Order the All the Best package, 3 great services on one simple bill at one low price. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. By Lackey & Joy's, with locations in downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon, and celebrating the holidays at Mayfair Mall. And by Realty Executives, where the experts are.